4 things to stop doing at menopause if you want to lose weight. Number 1, stop holding on to outdated diet advice. Cutting carbs, calories in, calories out, no pain, no gain. In my opinion, it's time to let go of all of that. Yes, calories in and out do still matter, and so do things like carb portions, but even if those approaches alone worked for you in the past, it's just no longer the full story. Those kinds of reductive messages can lead to rigid thinking, an all-or-nothing approach, food-related stress, and can actually disconnect you from what your body is actually asking you for. It's more important now than ever before to eat in a way that promotes an efficient metabolism, healthy muscles and bones, good gut health and heart health, including more of what you need rather than just eating less. Number 2, stop assuming that it is just impossible to lose weight at menopause. Menopause does change how your body responds to exercise, but it doesn't mean that it stops responding. There's no evidence that you can no longer lose weight because of the menopause, or that exercise is any less beneficial, but exercise might feel harder and produce slower visible changes. Research suggests that NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, tends to decrease during the menopause. NEAT is all of the spontaneous and kind of random movements that you do throughout the day, like fidgeting or just getting up, sitting down again, like moving around. And those unconscious movements can account for a significant portion of calories throughout the day. That means that exercise at menopause isn't just about those structured sessions, but also just including more movement into your day-to-day life. When it does come to structured sessions though, resistance training is one of the most effective things you can do to counter those metabolic changes that are happening during the menopause, and a combination of resistance and aerobic exercise will have the strongest overall effect. But it is important to remember that muscle changes take time. Muscle is heavier than fat, so that means that a lot of the changes that happen with resistance training are happening under the surface and might not necessarily be reflected on the scales straight away. That doesn't mean that nothing is happening, and the number on the scale shouldn't be your only measure of success. Number 3, stop working against your hormones. When your menstrual period comes to an end, you no longer experience an ovarian cycle, but your endocrine system, which is your system of hormones, is still very active. Hormones such as cortisol, insulin, leptin, and ghrelin still fluctuate all the time in response to sleep, what you eat, exercise, stress. During the menopausal transition, the drop in estrogen means that your body might be a lot more sensitive to those other hormonal fluctuations. If those hormonal fluctuations are unregulated, that can also lead to disruptions to your circadian rhythm, and it can start to feel like a bit of a vicious cycle. When the circadian rhythm is disrupted, it can lead to increased hunger and cravings, poorer sleep, lower energy, higher stress levels. So hormonal regulation is more important than ever at the menopause. Having a consistent meal pattern, a regular sleeping pattern, and regular daily habits can do a lot to improve hormonal regulation. Number 4, stop prioritising everything else but you. Let's just pause for a moment and take a look at what life often looks like for many menopausal women. A demanding career, responsibility at work, a relationship to maintain, a household to run, children to support, grandchildren to care for, aging parents to care for, financial management, and the expectation of being constantly reachable. Sometimes all of those things, and at the same time going through one of the most important and significant biological transitions of your entire life, and experiencing unprecedented hormonal shifts that no one else can see. That is such a lot for one person to carry, and that is the reality of modern life for many women. So it might start to feel like somewhere in all of that, losing weight, improving fitness, managing your own health, gets pushed down to the bottom of the list. But your health is number 1. Your health isn't separate from everything else. It allows you to keep doing everything else. This means setting some boundaries around your energy and your time. If you want to feel the benefits of better nutrition and fitness, then they can't be an afterthought. They need to be intentionally prioritised, planned, and built into your week.